Hello everyone, we are from Group M of Peer Group Counselling for semester January 2022. I am Wan Muhammad Amir Haziq and I will be your moderator for this group. In this presentation, we will talk about body language. So what is meant by body language? And for that, I will pass the floor to our first panel, Nurizatul Husni.
Thank you, moderator, for passing the floor to me. I am Nurizatul Husni bin Razali with ID 19001152. So today, I want to explain to all of you the definition of body language. But before that, we need to know the definition of body and language by word first. According to Oxford Dictionary, body meaning is the physical structure including the bone, flesh, and organs of a person or an animal. Meanwhile, language means the principal method of human communication consisting of words used in a structured and conventional way and conveyed by speech, writing, or gesture. Language also means a system of communication used by a particular country or community. So, the main question is, what is body language? Body language meaning by Oxford Dictionary is the conscious and unconscious movement and posture by which attitudes and feelings are communicated. For example, body language is how you move when you talk to people like this and how you treat people when you talk to them. That's all from me. I will pass the floor back to the moderator.
Thank you, Husni, for explaining the definition of body language. Now that we know the meaning of body language, of course we would like to know what are the types of body language. With that, I will pass the floor to our second panel, Miss Sarah Natasha.
Thank you, moderator. My name is Sarah Natasha binti Syamil Azhar and I shall be speaking about positive body language. So first and foremost, what is positive body language? Positive body language is body language that shows positivity or good emotions. An example of positive body language is if you are leaning forward to show that you are paying attention to what someone is listening, to what someone is talking about, to show that you are listening, or maybe even direct eye contact to show that you are truly paying attention to what the person is talking about. Or maybe even if you clench your fists or something, that is a sign of negative body language. Positive body language is maybe if you spread your arms out to show that you are very welcoming and happy. And this positive body language is very good for people to show that you are ready to accept any kind of information and that you are willing to listen to them and to be there for them.
Sarah has explained some examples of positive body language. With the presence of positive body language, of course, there are some negative body language in our post. I am sure our third panel, Mr. Luqman Hakim, have some thoughts about negative body language. With that, I will pass the floor.
Assalamualaikum, and my name is Luqman Hakim and I will present my part which is negative body language. Negative or close body language are non-verbal cues that could diminish your credibility and influence. Your gestures, facial expression and posture may offend or even hurt others. Your close body language may drastically reduce your ability to be effective and you may not even be aware of it. Keeping your body language in check is crucial for workplace settings as it has the power to affect your professional relationships. You will not want to leave people with the wrong idea about you, right? So you need to learn how to keep your silent signal in check. Here are some examples of bad body language in the workplace that you may want to keep an eye on. First, staring at your phone. So this is example. So you need to put your phone away if you are networking or at any public event for that matter. While phone addiction is now common, it is still impolite. Make an effort to interact with others at the party and avoid checking your phone too often. Exception can be made in an emergency, but it is astonishing how easy it is to build strong connection when there are less distraction. So next negative body language is fidgeting. Fidgeting is a sign of boredom. It is a nuisance to both the listener and the talker. So whether it's moving your fingers around or fidgeting with your hair, phone or any other object, it draws attention away from whatever it's been said, and you end up appearing weak, uncomfortable or destructive. Lastly, negative body language is fiddle with their own hair or straighten their hair. So that's all from me. So you need to remember to keep always your body language to get respect people. Thank you.
Thank you, Lukman, for the sharing. Now that we all know about the good and the bad types of body language, we have gathered some of the powerful tips in utilizing the body language. With that, I will pass the floor to the fourth panel, Ms. Nurain Natasha.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you very much to our Mr. Moderator. My name is Natasha, and now I will be presenting to you about the 10 powerful tips for body language. As we all know, body language is very important in our daily life. So these are the 10 tips that we can use to improve our body language. Okay, for the first tip is to boost our confidence. What we do to boost our confidence is by posing with high power pose. It means a pose that we are comfortable with, such as we are leaning back with hands behind the head and feet up on the desk. By doing this, it can reduce our stress and can boost up our confidence. Next tip is to increase participation. It is by looking like you are listening. It is important to show people that you are engaged and paying attention to them. It is important to hear people when you are doing the body language. Next, we are moving on to the third tips, which is to encourage collaboration, which is by removing barriers. How to remove barriers? It is by removing any physical obstruction that blocks your view or forms between you and the rest of the team. Next tip is to connect instantly with someone. So how are we going to connect with someone? It by physical touch. We can shake hands for as little as 1/40 seconds, and it can create a human bond. It is important to make the lasting and positive impression. Next tip, which is the fifth tips, is to stimulate good feelings. It is by smiling. It is very crucial to smile when you are doing your body language to people that around you. It is very important since it can stimulate your own sense of well-being, and it also can tell people around you that you are approachable, cooperative, and trustworthy. Next step is to show agreement. We can show agreement by showing mirror expressions and postures to your clients or people around you. It is important because by doing so, it will make the other person feel understood and accepted. Next is by improving your speech. We can improve our speech by using our hands, such as we do some gesture, and it is very important because it can actually power up our thinking and helps us to form clearer thoughts and speak in tighter sentences with more declarative language. Moving on to the next step, which is to learn the truth. We can learn the truth by watching people's feet. This is because when people are under stress, people usually display nervousness and anxiety through increased foot movements. Moving on, the next step is to sound authoritative. We can keep our voice down to sound authoritative by allowing our voice to relax into its optimal pitch, especially before a speech or important telephone call. Moving on to the last tips, which is to improve our memory. We can improve our memory by uncrossing our arms and legs. And if you see your audience exhibiting defensive body language, change your tactics. You can take a break or get them to move. And please don't try to persuade them until their bodies open up. Those are the 10 powerful tips for body language. I guarantee you, if you follow all these tips, you can improve and increase your non-verbal impact in your workplace. Back to our moderator. Thank you.
Wow, those are some very useful tips by Miss Natasha. Until now, I am sure that all of us have gained a lot of knowledge about body language. But what is the use of this knowledge? With that, our last panel, Miss Aziz, will explain to you the importance of body language.
To the moderator, hello and assalamualaikum. My name is Nurhazizah Diana binti Rozi, and today I will discuss with you about why does body language is very important. Body language is very important to help you with your career. First, during the job interview, the non-verbal communication is very useful because when you smiling and leaning forward, also showing confidence, it can help you with the job interview. When you got the job and you get to the phase of performance review, it can be very stressful because your superior will review your job. Hence, don't worry, to have good body language can help you because by showing positivity in your body language, you can successfully pass the performance review. Then after getting the job, your next target must be to get promoted. In order to get promoted, it is very important during your presentation or your interaction with your superior and team members, you need to keep a good body language so that they can see potential in you. And during your group work, when you're playing as a team member in a team, success comes from the interpersonal relationship between you and your team members. The personal relationship comes from both verbal and non-verbal cues. And last but not least, when you get promoted and you become the team leader, it is very important for you to carry your job and being an effective leader. To become an effective leader, you need to have a good communication skill and non-verbal skill so that you can read your teammates' emotions when you are presenting and control your own emotions. I think that's all from me. Let's give back to the moderator.
Thank you, Aziz, for sharing about the importance of body language in our life. Now, before I end our presentation, I would like to share another method called the SOLVE method. We start with the letter S, is to squarely face the person with confidence. Next is O, is to use an open posture. L is to lean a little toward the person. E is to make an eye contact with the person. R is to always be relaxed and calm at all times. And lastly, F, to always look friendly and smile. We have covered the knowledge about the term body language. I hope this will give benefits to all of us in the future. With that, thank you.